first 8 of last season. They lead by a goal to nil, having scored in their 41st Bundesliga game in a row. It is Freiburg who need to score in this second half. And it is Shaqiri's goal that separates the two before they fly off to Monaco to face Chelsea again. And Guardiola faces Mourinho again in Friday's Super Cup final. And then after the international break, it is Hanover next, back in the Allianz Arena. Freiburg off to Bavaria as well for their next match against Augsburg, but it's a big 45 minutes ahead. Ball there against Gunter. But obviously, Matt Holland, the next goal is absolutely crucial.
Yeah, I'm sure that Christian Streich at half-time would have said to his team, look, let's start off that quick tempo that we did in the first half, because for 15-20 minutes, they really closed Bayern Munich down. They let them have no time on the ball. They won the ball back in good areas as well, higher up the pitch. As the half wore on, Bayern had plenty of the ball and plenty of time as well.
Here comes the Bayern corner. That didn't catch Baumann out. Kept 13 clean sheets in the Freiburg goal last season. Yet to get off the mark in that situation in this season. Kroos. Gunter. Ginter. They have scored in 13 of the last 14 league matches, going back to last season. Freiburg, you know, they need to find a goal and become just the second team to score against the champions this season. Schweinsteiger couldn't find Pizarro.
Goalkeeper's kicking again, Baumann.
Contrasting approaches from the two coaches down there on the touchline.
Quite reserved and mellow about the whole situation, Guardiola. He'll be pleased with the way his team performed, particularly after making so many changes. It's never easy, and an eye on the Super Cup on Friday. There are goals to the good and in control.
Away day. Now Schmidt. Schmidt once more. Better footwork from him. Guede's cross. Oh, Van Buyten didn't deal with it. Fries couldn't quite bring it under control. Back with Gunter. That's a disappointing ball from him.
Well, it is, but Contento didn't do enough at left-back to stop the cross. And Van Buyten, really lazy clearance. Going with the outside of his right foot, has to go with his left.
Bayern looking to extend their unbeaten record in the Bundesliga to 29 matches. A goal to the good. Rafinha. In from Muller. Götze. Oh, it wouldn't quite sit down for him. Diane across to concede the corner.
That was a great leave on the edge of the box, I think, from Kroos. Good ball from Muller. Can't quite get it under control at any time.
Corner short to Rafinha. Let's come back to Götze. He's stopped by Schuster. Another Bayern corner.
Key for Freiburg is when they win that ball back, they've got to keep it. They keep giving it away. As soon as they win it back, that first pass is going astray. Put themselves under pressure.
More direct this time. All the way through to the Swiss international, Fernandes. loan at Sion in Switzerland last season from Sporting Lisbon before arriving at Freiburg. Schweinsteiger. Reminder, no changes at half-time to either team. Remember, there were 7 changes for Bayern, a team that beat Nuremberg. So just joining us on BT Sport. Mandzukic, Ribery and Robin all amongst the substitutes. Shaqiri, that looked a wild challenge from Dian. This is Muller, Pizarro. They're all desperate from Freiburg, but managed to survive. Freis.
Quickly back into position though, Bayern Munich. Schweinsteiger, of course, just sits there anyway. 5 defenders against 2 attackers, no options really. As soon as they won the ball back, looking for runners beyond. Freis really only had Guede in front of him, had to turn back. As the game goes on, they're going to have to commit more bodies forward. Get something from this game.
Pizarro. A little disagreement between him and Dian. Didn't like the challenge from behind, the Peruvian. Florian Mayer, though, again, straight in between the two of them. That was the shirt pull.
It's a foul, nothing more, nothing sinister. Just wonder whether when he went down, Pizarro, Dian perhaps inadvertently stepped on him, which irked the big striker.
Kroos takes the free kick short to Schweinsteiger. Now Dante. Neuer's just had that one save to make in the Bayern goal. Looking for his 3rd consecutive clean sheet of this season. Building on the 18 he kept last season.
Yeah, I wonder how long before we see Hanker come on for Freiburg. They need more of a threat up top. Maybe he'll be the one to provide it.
Schweinsteiger. Straight to Gunter, who couldn't get the ball under control. Neither could Pizarro there for Bayern.
Dian did well. He was tight. It's Pizarro again. Not allow him any space. Following a similar pattern to the way the first half ended, though. Start of this second, where Bayern are having plenty of the ball. At the moment, Freiburg could do nothing about it.
Dante. Van Buiten. Extended possession again from Bayern.
Just get the feeling there's a big gap though between the back and the front really for Bayern Munich. Schweinsteiger is quite happy to come deep as well.
It's a nervous piece of play from Gunter. He might yet be punished for it here, Freiburg. Shaqiri, oh, he was trying to roll that into the path of Muller. Cravot fouled, Freiburg free kick.
Gelson Fernandes in the middle of the pitch. He's just saying to his teammates at the back, just calm down. Just when you win the ball back, just relax in possession. Because every time they win it, they're giving it straight back to Bayern Munich, and it keeps coming back their way.
Florian Mayer inadvertently getting involved. More instructions being barked from Christian Streich. Freiburg coach, former player here at Freiburg as well. Muller. Nice turn from Goetze. Has the option to his left with Shaqiri. Baumann didn't hold it. Muller was following in. Freiburg survive.
Well, Jan does like to get tight to whoever he's marking. This time Goetze was too good for him. Spins away from him. Baumann doesn't cover himself in glory. Should have really have held it. Almost cost his team another goal.
That's a Bayern throw. Dante's diagonal ball straight into the path of Muller. This could be an opportunity again for Goetze to try and get through. It's coming straight back at Freiburg at the moment.
Yeah, can't keep the ball for any length of time. That big diagonal, though, is a ball that Bayern like to use a lot. Up to Muller. So good in the air.
Again, long one from Dante, too long from Muller.
A couple of those he's done, Dante, where the ball's been too straight, it's almost cut across it, instead of hitting that big diagonal to Muller, where more than likely going to win the ball against Günther.
Bayern captain Philipp Lahm amongst those warming up. I'm sure Pep Guardiola won't really want to call on any of his big guns on the bench unless absolutely needed. And you feel if they get that second goal, then they won't be needed.
No, while it's still 1, Freiburg will feel they've got a chance. But they haven't really threatened Manuel Neuer. One shot, I think, perhaps troubled him, which made a good save to his right-hand side. But other than that, can't recall too many moments of danger for Bayern Munich.
Cross. Goetze. Home team just finding it so difficult to regain possession of the ball when they lose it. Got it back now. Ginter, touch from Schuster.
It's got a stick, that's the trouble. At the moment, when it's going forward, it's coming back too easily. Tried to flick that first time round the corner. Just get hold of the ball, allow your midfield to come and join. Give them a bit of time to get up and join you.
Shaqiri, chance for him to shoot for his and Bayern's second. Straight at Baumann. Time and space there, though, momentarily. He's trying to wriggle away from Sorg.
He did. You wonder whether he should have gone across the goalkeeper. Smashed it as hard as he could, straight at him. Gaps are starting to appear, though, at the back.
Schweinsteiger's ball. Goetze tries to keep it in, which he manages to do. Cleared by Ginter, then by Schuster. Price. Now Fernandes. Laprovot to his left. Here's the young Frenchman on his right foot. What a good effort.
Well, he does everything right. Bar hit the target. He manoeuvres it onto that right foot. Not sure whether Manuel Neuer gets a touch or not. Full length dive to his left-hand side. It's a good break by Freiburg.
And it's his last touch, the young Frenchman, because the 19-year-old Sebastian Kirk is on, the German under-19 international who has come through the ranks of the club. What a send-off this nearly was.
Well, he just feints to shoot with his left, comes back in on the right-hand side, and Boynton turns his back. Wonderful curling effort, just the wrong side of the post.
So a reminder, the football weekend getting underway on BT Sport with Baker and Kelly sporting phone out on Friday night at 6 o'clock on BT Sport 1. And then, of course, all the attention turns to the Barclays Premier League. Manchester City looking to respond, having been beaten by Cardiff against Hull. That is all live from 11:30 on Saturday morning, also on BT Sport 1. An hour gone in southwest Germany. Freiburg still trailing by a goal to nil as they prepare to bring Nicholas Holfer on. He replaces the captain, Schuster. But for the 23-year-old, who was out on loan for the last 2 seasons. So 2 changes made by Christian Streich.
Yeah.
Schuster's gone off with the captain's armband. The referee wants to see Freiburg have a captain.
Fresh legs though, half an hour left in the game. And just moments away ago they were close to equalising, so hoping to get back on the front foot. Price it is that takes the armband.
Sork. Too strong for Kirk. Just wonder whether that'll lift the belief levels of Freiburg, that effort from Laprovot.
Well, the noise has gone up a notch. Home fans certainly think that they can get something out of this game. A decent run by Kirk there, but there wasn't really the room to go in behind.
As you can see, Philipp Lahm has appeared for Bayern. Goetze has gone off. And the Bayern skipper is going to play in holding midfield role, which Guardiola tried him out in a couple of occasions in pre-season.
Yeah, good minutes for Goetze. Not at his best, he's touched slightly off.
It's the first yellow card of the game for that late challenge on Kroos. Who certainly felt it. And it was Höfler, the substitute, a little over-exuberant.
Keen to make an impression. Knows straight away that he's in danger of that yellow card, and sure enough, turns around to be met with a yellow card.
First of the game for the 23-year-old. Tremendous backing from the home supporters. Can their team really give them something to shout about? Was a couple of inches away from doing so before his departure.
Interesting to see Philipp Lahm in midfield. Obviously not his regular position, or perhaps his preferred position, but it's something that Guardiola has tried. Throughout pre-season he had a couple of different things he tried. Mandzukic out wide as well at times. And
Javi Martinez at centre-half was another one.
He's certainly capable of playing in there though, Philipp Lahm, so comfortable on the ball, likes to get forward. Goetze just run out of legs, and he'll be pleased to have played a good hour again. And then he get better in a Bayern Munich shirt.
Sork for Freiburg. Across. Silly foul from Fernandes on Schweinsteiger.
Yeah, didn't need to make it. Bayern Munich in a good position really, then force them back. Tight, don't let him turn. clips his heels and allows Bayern Munich an easy way out again.
Well, that was late on Muller by Gunter. He knew what was coming.
And also given Hoffer a yellow card for a similar type of challenge, then must have felt that he was in danger of seeing a yellow card. Just a little bit later to these challenges now. Tiredness kicking in. I mean, they've chased the ball for the majority of the match.
Here's Lahm in midfield. Not sure I was expecting that pass from Dante. He was then under pressure from Guede. Van Boyten. Giving chase, one of the two substitutes, just trying to inject a little more energy into Freiburg. This is Lahm.
That was good from Bayern Munich, though. The way they worked that ball away from the danger area, just kept it simple. Two centre-halves have said...
That was quickly taken. Kroos again couldn't quite get his angles right.
It's a good chance. Switch off for a moment. Just makes a brilliant run into that deep position. He's had a couple of those. He's had one on his right foot, one on his left foot in the first half, where he's just gone too hard at the ball.
6 goals last season in the title win. Unable to make the desired connection yet today. With 23 minutes to go, he will feel his team are still in this.
Absolutely, particularly if Bayern Munich are quite happy to just play it around in the edge of their 18-yard box and take a few chances, which is the way Guardiola wants his team to play, neat and attractive football, then it'll give you a chance.
Schweinsteiger. Shaqiri, the goal scorer. Early delivery from him, looking for Pizarro. Muller had come in as well, and he committed the foul.
Pizarro almost gets in his way, really. Such a threat. He attacks the ball so well. Well defended by Gunter. Just held his ground. Foul was actually Pizarro against the fullback.
Saul thought he'd been fouled. The referee didn't. Dante plays on. Shaqiri. Ribery warms up. Muller. The late challenge. Gunter does have to be careful now. After that early yellow card. Fina, the Brazilian, in his 3rd season at Bayern, with the free kick quickly taken. Schweinsteiger. Lahm is available square. Now Van Boyten. Kroos. Thought about the early ball to Pizarro. Didn't materialise. Now Shaqiri. Useful run from him. Stopped by Dian.
Turn of pace. Certainly done well tonight, Shaqiri.
Pizarro did well there. That looped off Dian and into the arms of Baumann.
Trying to get into the team. Got to perform when given the opportunity.
That was a good turn by Guede. And Van Boyten knows what's coming here.
There's a willing runner, Guede. He's not stopped all night. Running and chasing, and that's a feed on scraps for the majority of the time. Schweinsteiger in that familiar position again, though, where he's dropping back and helping the centre-halves out. Almost a back three.
First Bayern player in the referee's notebook this evening. Daniel Van Boyten. Inside the last 20 minutes. Kirk. Vrijs. Dispossessed by Schweinsteiger.
Not giving up. They're still having a right go, Freiburg, and still willing to throw bodies forward when they get the chance to.
No foul on Schmidt. Huge clearance from Neuer. Sorg in ahead of Shaqiri. There's Guede again. The Slovakian international muscled out of that one, though. And Muller has the opportunity here for Bayern, which he couldn't make anything of, but Shaqiri trying to win it back, then commits the foul.
Clever movement from Muller initially. As soon as they won the ball back, Bayern Munich, he went into the area where Sorg had departed. Tonight it's just been a demonstration, really, of the strength and depth to this Bayern Munich squad. So many changes, and yet it's been a comfortable evening so far. Still got plenty of quality on that bench. There's not many teams that can afford to leave the likes of Ribery and Robben on the bench and not have to use them.
It's the one slight concern, though, with Mario Gomez gone. If anything happened to Mandzukic, it might be a little light in terms of that position.
Well, I think in terms of the league, they'll be okay. When they come to the Champions League, that might be more of a problem. Zaro perhaps lacks that little bit of pace to get away from people, that mobility. Lewandowski's the one they talked about. Maybe next season turning up at Bayern Munich, and he would be a huge addition to this team.
Dante, getting his second season at Bayern. Pizarro's touch. Kroos. Good stop by Baumann. This is Muller. Baumann again in the way.
Well, combination, Baumann and Diane. Two of them thwarting the efforts. Great run from Kroos initially.
Shaqiri trying to weave his way into a crossing situation for Bayern. Schweinsteiger, Kroos. Can they double their advance as the champions and ease any pressure on themselves? Schweinsteiger just overran that, allowed Fernandes to make the challenge. The referee says play on. Contento. Schweinsteiger. It's a useful ball. Muller. Baumann stood his ground again. He was onside, Muller. He did have a quick look across the line.
Normally so reliable in that position as well. Two good chances within a minute to extend the lead and probably kill the game off. It's interesting as well that Schweinsteiger seen further forward as well for the first time. Philip Lahm's come on, so he's obviously got that defensive mind. The first chance where Kroos goes through. Diane just clips his heels initially. Goalkeeper Baumann quick to get up and make the save.
And here comes Hanka. Guede has covered every inch of ground today for Freiburg. It's a big hug, the Slovakian international, from his manager. Hanka, who scored on the opening day against Leverkusen, missed the last match through injury, and he's actually the only player in the entire Freiburg squad who in his career has beaten Bayern Munich. He's trying to come on and search for an equaliser. The header from Kirk at the back post. Straight into the arms of Neuer.
Well, Lahm gets underneath the ball, and then Muller at the far post just lets his Kirk get away from him. No power on the header though, and easy for Neuer. But the threat's still there. Game's not won yet, is it?
That's why Bayern can't relax just yet. Quarter of an hour remaining.
And this is where the game could have been done and dusted. Muller had a chance on the rebound, and then again when he went through, Baumann made a very good save, so had chances to kill the game off, but they haven't done it, and it's still only one.
That's given away there. It's the teenager Kirk again. Hanke wants it. Contento able to make the interception for Bayern. Looks like Ribery is going to enter the fray.
Yeah, well, Schweinsteiger, just, as I said, left his station really in front of that back four. Started to make a few more runs forward. Whether that's because he's got Lahm there, who he feels can just sit and allowing that freedom to get further forward, but he's struggling a little bit. He clips, just rolls the ankle a touch.
Touch concern, Guardiola. Maybe they will just monitor Schweinsteiger before deciding to introduce Ribery. Here's Lahm. Rafinha. Kirk trying to go back with him. Kroos. Useful turn from Muller. Good strength as well. Shaqiri. There's Pizarro. He turned back into traffic.
Well, didn't have the pace, did he, to take down the line. That's why he had to come back onto his right foot. As soon as he'd done that, you think, right, get the shots away. Tries to beat another man. Space is crowded out.
Schweinsteiger has had it. There's the signal. He needs to come off with that ankle. Who knows? He might not be facing Chelsea on Friday. Ribery is coming on for him.
Well, with no Javi Martinez, no Thiago Alcantara, they haven't really got one of those sitting midfield players. That's why probably playing Lahm in midfield throughout pre-season. Now we'll see the benefit where he can just fill in that slot.
As you can hear, he's infuriating the locals with the time he's taking to leave the pitch. He's not a whit bothered. They certainly are. Finally, Ribery is on. Won this account against Nuremberg. He's won the last 18 Bundesliga games he's played in. Can he help Bayern close this one out?
Said it was a count against Nuremberg. It was a great header as well. Not noted for his aerial ability, but a wonderful goal into the far post.
Hardly be a welcome sight as far as Freiburg are concerned. You've put as much in as they have. 12 minutes to go. Frank Ribery trots on.
Yeah, Oliver Sorg at right back has worked extremely hard. He's tried to get forward at every opportunity, and 10 minutes to go, they bring Ribery on. You're thinking, cheers.
Friess. Hanke. Clipped in towards Fernandes. Kirk. Still might be alive here for Friess. Came off the head of Dante. Oh, curious one from Rafinha. Has Neuer prevented the corner? He has.
Well, it was Gelson Fernandes actually who was making a use of himself inside the box. Good to see still, with 10 minutes to go, one of the midfield players joining and getting in and trying to get them back on level terms.
Shaqiri, still his goal after 33 minutes. That is the difference as we head towards the last 10 minutes.
Been impressed with the way they played out from the back, Bayern Munich. At times I think it's probably too big a gap from the back to the front, but they do split well, the two centre-halves. It allows the holding midfield player to come centrally. So what Guardiola wants to do, try and play from the back. Then you're looking for one of your more advanced midfield players to come and drop and give you an option.
Good to see Florian Mayer, the referee, on his toes there.
He's done well, the referee. He's allowed play to continue as best he can. Not unnecessarily showing the yellow cards.
That was Huffler, who has been shown a yellow with a foul on Shaqiri.
So many red cards at the weekend. Teammate Francis Coquelin, of course, very unlucky to be sent off. The referee's done well.
Christian Streich, the coach, of course, in showing his frustration at that decision, was sent off himself. Shaqiri, Ribery. Shaqiri once more trying to repay the favour. Dian with the interception. Here comes Sorg for Freiburg. Still the champions can't relax. They might have quietened the crowd a touch in the first half. They haven't at the moment in the second. Pizarro can't turn away from Ginter. Ribery. Up against Sorg. Ribery going for goal.
Well, it's always a danger. Desperately trying to get yourselves back into the game, that you commit too many bodies forward, and Bayern, with the quality they've got, can break on you. He doesn't quite get it right. Ribery cuts across the ball. Always willing to come inside and take the shot on.
From Baumann. Hanke losing out. Shaqiri.
At times it has been a keep ball. Freiburg have done plenty of chasing. They've stuck to the task pretty well. Fitness levels have been good. Just over 5 minutes left. They're still in the game, albeit not particularly threatened the Bayern Munich goal. Laprovot, of course, hit the post early on in the half, and it's close they've come to an equaliser.
Record 21 clean sheets they kept last season. Bayern trying to keep their third in 4 games of this season, and score at the other end to finally put it to bed.
Yeah, I think a few wondered whether that would be the case this year under Guardiola, whether it'd be so tight defensive, because instead of playing 2 holding midfield players, only playing 1. At times they've given up too many chances in the opening games, but
there's Neuer joining in, as he loves to do.
Gets a bit bored at times, I think. Lack of being called into action. Still urging his team on strike. Freiburg manager. Have they got anything left?
Rafinha. That's a useful looking ball towards Muller. Well read by Dian. and throw. Referee telling Rafina to get on with it. Little gamesmanship there, just trying to waste a few more seconds. Pizarro gave it straight to Kirk. Here's the substitute once more. Now Hanka. He's had a look up. Schmidt in the middle. Didn't reach him. Hulfer's header. This is Sorg. Then Fries. And Hulfer! Freiburg have done it! Nicholas Hulfer, the substitute! With 4.5 minutes to go! With the equaliser to peg the champions back!
Well, the effort, the endeavour, the work rate they've shown, they've probably merited it. They worked it brilliantly down the left-hand side. It wasn't the best cross, but they pick up the second piece on the edge of the box. And when it comes in, he's onside. Dante is nowhere near him. It's a good finish. Neuer, no chance.
It's a big moment for the 23-year-old who's had the last 2 seasons out on loan. One of Freiburg's own. On as a substitute against the champions with the equaliser. And that wasn't in the Bayern Munich script. They have a little over 3 minutes to try and find another goal. What they couldn't do to put this game to bed.
Well, they had chances. It almost settled, really, to finish the game 1-0. And they paid the price. They were through a fair few bodies forward, actually, Bayern Munich, who got countered on themselves. Fair play to Freiburg, they worked it really well. Probably the best move of the match, where they kept the ball.
That's gone for a Bayern corner. Baumann couldn't prevent it. Just the second goal that they have conceded at the Pep Guardiola in the Bundesliga. Scored by that man Hulfer. And here comes Mandzukic for Pizarro for the last 2.5 minutes. Last year's top scorer is required.
A lot of time to make the difference, though. Can they get on the end of this corner?
Shaqiri takes. Headed away by Hulfer. Shaqiri once more. Neatly taken down by Lahm. Dian with the clearance. Dante! Couldn't keep it down. Under pressure from Ginter.
Well, Lahm did brilliantly. His first touch was superb. Just opens up the chance to get a shot away, but he doesn't get the connection he wants. And Dante is too much on his effort at goal.
Just listen to the noise around this stadium. Christian Streich team have come back against the champions.
A tough start to the season for them. Lots of new faces, and they're in the Europa League this year, which with a small squad, you wonder how much that'll test them. Showing plenty of spirit tonight.
Mandzukic with the flip. Cleared by Ginter for Freiburg, who have 1 more minute of normal time to negotiate plus stoppage time. Is Pep Guardiola going to drop his first league points as Bayern coach? There will be a result still that takes them to the top of the league, because of course they played the extra game because of the Super Cup on Friday, but it's not the result they were looking for. Indeed, they thought they had for the majority of this game. Or could it get worse? Here goes Fries, Contento back in the nick of time.
Looked at the pace on Dante, but Contento back and helped his centre-half out.
Mandzukic, Muller's gone into the penalty area. Shaqiri and Ribery there as well. Giant lead from Dian. Long drive, blocked by Fernandes. All hands to the Freiburg pump. Van Boyten.
Gelson Fernandes has been all action tonight.
3 minutes of stoppage time for Bayern to find a goal to take all 3 points. Kroos with the shot, deflected for the corner. In fact, the referee's given a goal kick.
It might have been Mandzukic. It's the goal from the half-back. Dante not doing anywhere near enough, gets caught ball watching, unaware of Hoffler getting in behind him. It's a cool finish, and manager Christian Streich.
It's fair to say he kicks every ball, isn't it?
He's done as many miles as some of his team.
What an atmosphere. This will feel like a victory for Freiburg. They've lost 18 of their last 22 Bundesliga matches against Bayern. Behind in this one since the 33rd minute until the 86th. We've had over a minute of stoppage time. Rafinha. Ginter in ahead of Mandzukic. And Hoffler, the goal scorer, will be the hero as it stands for Freiburg, which will give them their 2nd point of the season. But here's Ribery. He can't find the space, neither can Lahm. Fernandes again in his face. And Freiburg can now bring it clear with Schmidt. Price. Too strong for Hanker, he's left frustrated.
Manager screaming at his team to get back in position. They just sprinted forward to get into the box. It's not the best ball.
Last minute of stoppage time. Dian with the challenge to dispossess Ribery.
Game so stretched. Bayern Munich desperately trying to find that winner. So too Freiburg.
Hanker came back from the offside position. Ball didn't go early enough to him. Final few seconds now. Good defending by Sorg. Long from Van Boyten, up towards Müller. Only a few more seconds for Freiburg to negotiate, and there is the whistle. And it's a big point for Freiburg. It's a smile for Christian Streich, but Pep Guardiola has dropped his first points in charge of Bayern, having led for the majority of the game, and just look what it means to Freiburg.